It's 5:45 in the morning. Your alarm is set for 6. You're deep in comfortable sleep, dreaming about something pleasant, and then your eyes snap open. You check the clock, and a strange thought crosses your mind. Did my body just know? This experience is remarkably common, and scientists have spent decades trying to understand how your brain seemingly predicts the future. What they've discovered reveals an astonishing hidden system operating inside you right now, a biological clock, so precise it puts your smartphone to shame. If you've ever wondered why you sometimes wake up exactly 1 minute before your alarm, or why you wake around the same time on weekends even without an alarm, you're not experiencing coincidence. You're witnessing one of the most sophisticated timing mechanisms in all of biology. Understanding it won't just satisfy your curiosity, it might fundamentally change how you think about sleep, energy, and your overall health. Here's what's really happening while you sleep. Your body never actually shuts down. While you're unconscious, your brain is running complex maintenance operations, processing memories, and crucially tracking time with remarkable precision. This tracking happens through your circadian rhythm, a word that comes from the Latin circa, meaning about, and diem, meaning day. This 24-hour internal clock regulates everything from your sleep-wake cycle to your on and na, body temperature, hormone release, and digestion. But the circadian rhythm alone doesn't explain why you wake up before your alarm. After all, your internal clock follows the sun, not your schedule. The real answer lies in something scientists call anticipatory arousal, one of the most fascinating examples of your brain's predictive power. Picture this scenario. You have an important meeting tomorrow at 8. You set your alarm for 6:30. You go to bed slightly nervous. While you sleep, your brain processes not just the day's events, but tomorrow's expectations. Your hypothalamus, a small region deep in your brain, marks this upcoming event as significant. In response, your body begins preparing to wake up well before the scheduled time. This preparation involves a carefully orchestrated sequence of biological events. About 2 hours before your anticipated wake time, your body temperature begins rising. During deep sleep, your core temperature drops to its lowest point, but as morning approaches, it climbs back up. This temperature increase acts like a natural wake-up signal, gradually shifting your body from deep sleep toward lighter stages. Simultaneously, your body releases cortisol, often called the stress hormone, though this label does it a disservice. Cortisol is actually your get-up-and-go hormone. In a healthy sleep cycle, cortisol levels hit their lowest point around midnight, then begin rising in the early morning hours. This gradual increase helps you feel alert when you wake up, rather than groggy. When you know you need to wake up early, your body often accelerates this release, essentially giving you a natural caffeine boost before your alarm sounds. The science gets even more interesting. A study at the University of Lübeck in Germany revealed something remarkable. Researchers compared people who were told they'd need to wake up early versus those expecting to sleep in. The early riser group showed elevated hormone levels beginning about 1 hour before their planned wake time. The control group showed no such increase. This suggests your brain can literally prepare hormonal responses based on your expectations and intentions. So how does your brain know what time it is while you're unconscious? Your brain possesses what scientists call a time sense that operates independently of conscious awareness. The suprachiasmatic nucleus, a tiny cluster of about 20,000 nerve cells in your hypothalamus, serves as your master clock. This cluster receives direct input from your eyes through a special pathway that detects light. Every morning, sunlight helps reset this internal clock, keeping it synchronized with the outside world. But here's the remarkable part. Even in complete darkness, your suprachiasmatic nucleus continues keeping time. Neurons in this region fire in predictable patterns that repeat approximately every 24 hours. Your brain can read this internal hourglass, even during deep sleep, giving you an unconscious sense of what time it is. When you wake before your alarm, you're experiencing something called sleep stage optimization. Throughout the night, you cycle through different sleep stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. A complete cycle lasts roughly 90 minutes. Your brain, anticipating your wake time, subtly adjusts these cycles so you're in light sleep when morning arrives. Waking from light sleep feels natural and refreshing. Waking from deep sleep produces that awful groggy feeling called sleep inertia, the sensation that your brain is filled with wet sand. Your brain tries to protect you from sleep inertia by managing your sleep stages intelligently. If you've ever noticed that some mornings you wake up feeling great while other mornings feel terrible despite getting the same amount of sleep, sleep stages are likely the culprit. Here's an uncomfortable truth about modern life. Your internal clock evolved over millions of years in a world without artificial light, without alarm clocks. Our ancestors woke with the sunrise and slept when darkness fell. Today, we bombard ourselves with blue light from screens well into the night, travel across time zones, shift our sleep schedules on weekends, and expect our internal clocks to adapt instantly. Sometimes they do. Often, they struggle. This mismatch has real consequences. Shift workers who regularly sleep during daylight hours show dramatically higher rates of heart disease, diabetes, and depression. Their internal clocks never fully adjust, creating perpetual circadian misalignment. Even for those with regular schedules, staying up late and sleeping in on weekends can disrupt internal timing for days afterward. So what determines whether you'll wake up before your alarm or sleep through it? Stress plays a major role. When you're anxious about waking up on time, your sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented, making you more likely to wake early. Conversely, if you're sleep deprived, your body prioritizes deep sleep, sometimes at the expense of accurate time prediction. Age matters too. As we get older, our circadian rhythms often weaken, and sleep becomes lighter. Genetics also influence your internal timing. Researchers have identified specific genes that affect whether you're naturally a morning lark or a night owl. Some people's circadian rhythms adjust quickly to new time zones. Others suffer jet lag for days. Interestingly, your expectation about when you need to wake up influences your internal clock through a mechanism scientists don't fully understand. Simply believing you need to wake up early triggers hormonal changes. Your conscious intentions somehow communicate with your unconscious timing systems. It's as if setting your alarm and thinking, "I need to wake up at 6, programs your internal clock accordingly. Here's something most people don't consider. The time you set your alarm matters less than the consistency with which you wake up. If you wake up at 6:30 every weekday but 9 on weekends, you're essentially giving yourself jet lag twice weekly. Your internal clock operates best with regularity. People who reliably wake before their alarms are often those with consistent sleep schedules, even on weekends. Their internal clocks become so precisely calibrated that alarms become almost unnecessary. Now for the deeper insight. The ability to wake before your alarm reveals something profound about human consciousness. You probably think of yourself as a single, unified entity. I decided to wake up early, so I set my alarm. But the I that made that decision isn't the same I that monitors time while you sleep. Your unconscious mind handles countless operations without your awareness: breathing, digesting, regulating temperature, and tracking time. The fact that your conscious intentions can influence these unconscious processes suggests a level of integration scientists are only beginning to understand. Some researchers believe this integration happens through emotional significance. When you set your alarm for an important event, that event carries emotional weight. Your brain tags this significant time and ensures you're ready. It's similar to how you might sleep through a thunderstorm but wake instantly at your baby's whimper. Your unconscious mind constantly monitors your environment, filtering information based on relevance. What does all this mean for your daily life? If you consistently wake before your alarm, consider it a sign that your circadian rhythm is well synchronized. You might experiment with consistent bedtimes to eliminate alarm use entirely. If you sleep through alarms regularly, try getting bright light exposure immediately upon waking. This helps reset your internal clock. Avoid screens before bed, as blue light suppresses melatonin production. And maintain consistent wake times even on weekends. Your internal clock thrives on regularity. The next time you wake up 1 minute before your alarm, take a moment to appreciate the remarkable biological machinery operating inside you. Your body tracked time throughout the night, adjusted your hormones, raised your temperature, and shifted your sleep stages all without any conscious effort. You didn't just wake up, you were prepared to wake up. Your internal clock is one of evolution's most sophisticated inventions, connecting you to the daily rhythm of our planet, and to your ancestors who woke with the sun and slept with the stars. Tonight, as you set your alarm and close your eyes, remember, while you rest, a part of you remains awake, counting the hours until morning, preparing you to face another day.